Welcome back to Healthier Daily. You know, I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw a gentleman probably in his mid-70s staring at a shelf of those fancy metallic protein powders. They were $40 a tub. He looked at me and said, "Ben, I want to keep my strength so I can play with my grandkids, but I can't afford a car payment just for a drink."
It breaks my heart, Ben. The fitness industry wants you to believe that you need expensive pills and celebrity-endorsed shakes to stay strong. But I have lived for over a century, and I can tell you the truth, some of the most powerful muscle-building foods in the world are sitting in the budget aisle, right under your nose.
That is the cue and go at the big twist. Most seniors are losing about 1 to 2% of their muscle mass every single year. By the time you hit 80, you could lose 30% of your strength. Doctors call this muscle wasting, but I like to think of inflammation as a muscle eraser. Every night, it's like a giant eraser is rubbing away your strength.
Exactly. And the only way to stop that eraser is with high-quality protein. But you don't need a $40 powder. Today, we are sharing 7 cheap, high-protein foods that cost less than $3 a serving, and some cost less than a dime. These are the foods that help the strongest seniors I know stay independent and mobile well into their 90s.
We are ranking them from good to the absolute must-have. And we're starting with a little fish that most people walk right past. Number 7, sardines. Now, I know some of you are making a face right now, but Dr. Hinohara, as a man who values longevity, you know these are silver bullets for muscle, don't you?
They are a powerhouse, Ben. A single can gives you 23 grams of protein for about $1.25. But it's not just the protein. Sardines are loaded with omega-3s. Think of omega-3s as the protective shield that stops that muscle eraser from working. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate small fatty fish like sardines twice a week kept their grip strength much better than those who didn't.
And here's a tip. The bones in sardines are so soft, they are edible, which gives you a massive boost of calcium for your own bones. You can mash them into avocado toast with a little lemon or toss them into a pasta salad. You're getting the same high-quality fuel as a $60 piece of salmon for the price of a cup of coffee.
It is about being smart with your wallet and your health. But if fish isn't your favorite weight until you see number 6, it is an overnight repairer that works while you sleep.
Before we reveal the sleep time strength secret at number 6, I want to ask our Healthier Daily family, what is the one activity you've noticed is getting harder as you get older? Is it carrying the groceries, opening jars, or getting up from your favorite chair? Tell us in the comments. We want to help you get that strength back. And if you're ready to save money while building muscle, hit that subscribe button right now. We've set the stage with the muscle eraser and those powerful little sardines. But now I want to talk about a time of day that most seniors completely overlook when it comes to their strength: midnight. You see, while you are sleeping, your body is supposed to be in repair mode. But if you don't have the right fuel in your system, that repair crew just sits around with nothing to do. That brings us to number 6, cottage cheese.
Nodding. Cottage cheese. It was very popular in the 1960s and 70s, but somewhere along the way, people forgot about it. That is a tragedy for the senior body. You see, cottage cheese contains a very special kind of protein called casein. I want you to imagine casein as a slow-drip IV bag for your muscles.
That is the perfect way to describe it. Most proteins like a whey shake or a piece of chicken hit your system fast, and then they're gone in an hour or two. But casein is different. It's thick and slow. It takes your stomach 5 or 6 hours to fully digest it. So if you have a bowl of cottage cheese about an hour before bed, your muscles are getting a steady, slow drip of amino acids all through the night while you sleep.
This is how you fight something we doctors call anabolic resistance. That's just a fancy way of saying that as we age, our muscles become stubborn. They don't respond to protein as easily as they did when we were 20. By providing that steady supply through the night, you are persuading your muscles to stay strong and grow even while you are dreaming.
And let's talk about the cost. A big 16-ounce container costs about $2.50. That's nearly 100 grams of high-quality protein for less than the price of a fancy latte. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association found that seniors who ate cottage cheese 4 times a week showed a measurable increase in their grip strength. Think about that. Just by eating this simple snack, they were better able to open jars, hold a steering wheel, and carry their own luggage.
My secret for the Healthier Daily family: go for the full-fat variety, not the fat-free one. The healthy fats in the full-fat version actually help your body absorb vitamin D and calcium, which keeps your bones just as strong as your muscles. You can mix it with a few berries for sweetness, or even use it as a creamy base for your savory dishes. It's a versatile strength tool that every senior needs in their fridge.
Now, if you want to move from the dairy aisle over to the pantry, we have to talk about a food that provides a different kind of spark. Number 5, lentils. Dr. Hinohara: when I see seniors who tell me they feel tired and weak all the time, I often check their iron levels. And lentils are an absolute goldmine for that, aren't they?
They are, Ben. Many seniors suffer from a mild iron deficiency. It's not enough to put them in the hospital, but it's enough to make their muscles feel like lead weights. Lentils provide that iron, but they also have something called Leucine. I want the folks at home to remember that name, Leucine. Think of it as the on switch for muscle growth.
Without leucine, your body doesn't know it's supposed to be building muscle. It's like having a car with a full tank of gas, but no ignition key. Lentils provide that key, and at about 20 cents a serving, it is one of the cheapest ways to flip the switch on your strength. They cook in just 30 minutes, no soaking required, and they are incredibly gentle on your digestion because of their high fiber.
I tell my patients to cook them with a little ginger and turmeric. This doesn't just make them taste better, it adds a double layer of anti-inflammatory power. When your gut is happy and your inflammation is low, your body can finally use that protein to rebuild your legs and your back. It's about creating the right environment for strength to grow.
We've covered the slow drip repair and the iron spark, but next we are moving to the 90% club. These are the foods that your body can absorb almost completely, making sure not a single penny or a single gram of protein is wasted.
And number 3 on our list is a food that was once feared, but we now know it is the gold standard for senior health. It contains everything your brain and your muscles need in one tiny, affordable package.
Before we reveal the bioavailability king at number 4, I want to check in with you. Have you ever tried eating a high-protein snack before bed? Did you notice if you felt less stiff in the morning? Share your experience below. We love learning from your real-world results. And if you're finding this budget strength guide helpful, make sure to hit that like button so more seniors can find this life-saving information. Welcome back, everyone. We've just talked about the secrets of feeding your muscles while you sleep. But now I want to address a problem I see in so many of my patients over 60 waist. I see people spending a fortune on high-end protein powders, but their bodies just aren't absorbing them. It's like trying to fill up a gas tank that has a leak in the bottom. That is why we need number 4 canned tuna.
This is a critical point, Ben. As we age, our digestive system doesn't run as smoothly as it used to. We need foods that I call high bioavailability. A fascinating study from the University of Arkansas found that adults over 70 actually use fish protein like tuna more efficiently than almost any other source. We're talking about an absorption rate of over 90%. That means almost not a single gram of that protein goes to waste.
And just look at your wallet for a second. 1 can of tuna is usually about $1, yet it delivers 22 grams of high-quality protein. If you went out and bought a premium senior supplement, you could easily pay 10 times that amount for the same amount of protein. Plus, tuna is incredibly lean. That's vital because at this stage of life, we want to build muscle without adding body fat, because fat is what fuels the inflammation that makes our joints ache.
Precisely, Ben. I always tell my patients to choose the tuna packed in water rather than oil to keep the calories in check. You can mix it with some whole grain crackers or toss it into a fresh salad. It's fast, there's no cooking required, and it is incredibly friendly to a fixed income.
Now we are moving to a food that I call the gold standard of the protein world. It's had a bit of a bad reputation in the past, but modern science has completely cleared its name. Number 3, whole eggs. Now, Dr. Hinohara, there's a big myth that seniors should only eat egg whites to avoid cholesterol. But you have a different take on that, don't you?
Oh, that is such an outdated idea from the 1980s. Ben, for a senior who wants to build muscle, the egg yolk is where the real magic happens. The yolk contains vitamin D choline, and that on switch we talked about earlier, leucine. A study at the University of Illinois showed that eating whole eggs resulted in 40% greater muscle growth than eating just the whites.
40%. That is a staggering difference. Think of the egg whites as the bricks and the yolk as the construction crew in the delivery truck. If you throw away the yolk, you've got the bricks, but no one to build the house. Eggs are the most complete protein on the planet, meaning they have every single thing your body needs to repair those fraying muscle fibers. And the cost, it's about 20 cents an egg. No supplement on earth can beat that price or that power.
I usually have 1 or 2 boiled eggs with my breakfast. It helps me maintain that mind-muscle connection. That is what keeps you from tripping and helps you stay balanced when you walk. Eggs are also soft and very easy to chew for my friends who might have dental issues. Whether they are poached, scrambled with veggies, or hard-boiled, they are the perfect strength food.
We've gone from the budget-friendly tuna can to the gold standard egg, but we still have the 2 heavy hitters left. Number 2 is a modern favorite that provides around-the-clock muscle nourishment.
And finally, we will reveal number 1, a food that costs less than 10 cents a serving, but is the true king of fighting off weakness and keeping your independence for as long as possible.
Before we get to the protein king in the next part, I have to ask, how do you like your eggs, scrambled over easy or hard-boiled? Share your favorite way to cook them in the comments. And if this video is helping you see that strength doesn't have to be expensive, hit that like button to support us. We are moving into the final stretch now. We've talked about the gold standard of eggs and the high absorption of tuna. But if you want a food that works around the clock, something that feeds your muscles the second you eat it and keeps feeding them for hours, you have to look at number 2, Greek yogurt. Now, Dr. Hinohara, not all yogurt is created equal, is it?
Not at all. Ben, regular yogurt is fine, but Greek yogurt is a concentrated muscle-building machine. It has twice the protein of the regular kind. But here is the secret for our friends. Over 60 Greek yogurt contains both whey and casein protein. Whey is the fast-acting protein that goes straight to your muscles for immediate repair. Casein is the slow-acting protein that stays in your system for hours.
It's like a double-action formula. You get the quick hit and the long-lasting support. A major study at Tufts University found that seniors who ate Greek yogurt regularly didn't just have more muscle. They actually walked faster and had better balance. Think about that. For about 80 cents a serving, you are literally buying your ability to stay mobile and avoid a fall.
And don't forget the gut connection. Greek yogurt is full of probiotics. As a doctor, I can tell you that if your gut isn't healthy, you can't absorb any of the protein we've talked about today. The probiotics in the yogurt make sure the shipping lanes in your body are open so the nutrients can reach your legs and your back. I always suggest the plain full-fat variety. The fat helps your body absorb vitamin D, which is the fuel your muscles need to fire properly.
It's so versatile too. You can use it as a snack with berries or even use it as a healthy replacement for sour cream on your potatoes. But now we have reached the moment everyone has been waiting for. The Vai-Vua, the true king of budget protein. Number 1, dried beans. Now, Dr. Hinohara, I know some people think of beans as just a side dish, but for a senior on a budget, this is the ultimate survival food, isn't it?
It is the champion of longevity, Ben. I have lived for over 100 years, and beans have been a staple in my diet for as long as I can remember. Look at the math. 1 pound of dried beans costs about $1.20. That one bag gives you 12 servings of protein. That is 10 cents per serving. You could eat like a king for the price of a postage stamp.
And it's not just about the price. Beans are a triple threat. They give you high-quality protein-complex carbohydrates for steady energy and a massive amount of fiber to keep your digestion moving. But here is the Q and go, the big twist. A study in the Journal of Nutrition tracked seniors for 5 years and found that those who ate beans regularly had fewer hospitalizations and stayed independent much longer than those who didn't.
It is because beans help lower that muscle eraser inflammation we talked about. They are packed with antioxidants that protect your tissues. Whether it's black beans, pinto beans, or chickpeas, they are all winners. You can cook a big batch on Sunday, freeze it, and add it to soups or salads all week long. It is the most honest, hard-working food in the grocery store.
We have given you the 7 best ways to stay strong without breaking the bank, but we aren't done yet. We need to show you how to put these together into a weekly strength menu so you can start seeing results by next week.
And I want to share one final piece of advice on how to keep your spirit as strong as your muscles.
Before we reveal the strength menu and our final conclusion, I have one more question. If you could choose only one of these 7 foods to start eating tomorrow, which one would it be? Tell us your pick in the comments, And if you're ready to reclaim your independence, hit that like button and join our family. We've given you the list, the science, and the prices. But I know that for many of you, the biggest challenge is knowing how to start. You might be looking at your pantry and thinking, Ben, how do I actually fit these sardines and beans into my daily life? Dr. Hinohara, you've always said that a plan is only as good as its first step. How do we make this easy for our friends at home?
Consistency is the secret to longevity, Ben. You don't have to change everything overnight. I want the Healthier Daily family to try what I call the power pairings for the next 7 days. It's a simple way to make sure you're hitting your protein goals without even thinking about it.
I love that. Let's lay out a weekly strength menu right now. For breakfast, swap that toast or sugary cereal for 2 whole eggs scrambled with a little spinach. That's your gold standard start for 20 cents. For lunch, mix a can of tuna or sardines with a little Greek yogurt instead of mayo. Put it on some crackers or a bed of greens. High absorption, low cost. For dinner, make a big pot of lentils or dried beans on Sunday. Serve them as a side or the main dish with some brown rice. For an evening snack, have a small bowl of cottage cheese with a few berries, an hour before bed to kickstart that overnight repair.
If you follow this roadmap, you aren't just eating, you are investing. Every dollar you save on those expensive chalky protein powders is a dollar you can spend on enjoying your life. And every gram of this real whole food protein is a gram of strength that keeps you out of a wheelchair and in your own home.
That is the bottom line. We lose muscle mass every year after 50, but we don't have to accept it as our new normal. You can fight back. You can rebuild. I've seen 90-year-olds regain the strength to walk unassisted just by getting serious about their protein and their movement. Your body is waiting for the right instructions. It's waiting for the building blocks.
My friends, I am 104 years old. People often ask me my secret. They expect me to say a rare herb or an expensive treatment. But I tell them I eat simply. I move with purpose, and I stay connected to people I love. These 7 foods are a part of that simplicity. When you keep your body strong, your spirit stays free.
That is a beautiful way to end our masterclass. We want to see a wave of strength in the comments today. If you are ready to stop overpaying for supplements and start building real muscle with these budget-friendly foods, type "I am strong" in the comments.
Always check with your primary doctor or a nutritionist before making major changes to your diet, especially if you have kidney concerns or specific allergies.
If today's video helped you see a path toward a stronger, more independent future, please hit that like button and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next deep dive into the health truths that the big industries won't tell you.
You have the knowledge. Now take the action. God bless your health, everyone.
Stay strong, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.